Nick Bosa fined $11.255 for wearing MAGA hat after 49ers win. Totally worth it. Well. Looks like San Francisco 49ers defensive end Nick Bosa just made the NFL's fine list. The cause? Not a rough hit, not unsportsmanlike conduct, but for rocking a Make America Great Again hat during a post-game interview after his team's 30-24 win over the Dallas Cowboys in Week 8. Bosa, who's never been shy about his political views, was chatting with quarterback Brock Purdy when he casually interrupted the conversation to flaunt the white and gold MAGA hat perched on his head. Predictably, the sight of the controversial cap sparked an immediate stir, with many speculating that Bosa would soon be hit with a fine for violating the NFL's strict policy against players wearing clothing with personal or political messages. Sure enough, the NFL issued an $11.255 fine, citing a clear violation of Rule 5, Section 4, Article 8 of the league's rulebook, which prohibits players from sporting gear with any kind of political statement. And while the league's policy on this is as clear as day, Bosa's response? Well, he doesn't seem too bothered by the price tag. It was well worth it, Bosa said, probably with a grin, after the fine was announced. He further clarified that his stance wasn't about to change, even after the presidential election results. Clearly, the nation spoke, and we got what we got, Bosa added, making it clear where he stands politically. For those who don't know, this isn't Bosa's first rodeo when it comes to political statements. He's been a vocal supporter of President Donald Trump for years. And let's just say, the MAGA hat probably wasn't a surprise to anyone who's been following his public remarks. As for the NFL, they weren't having any of it. Their policy is pretty specific, stating that no player can display any political messages on or off the field. That includes everything from helmet decals to hats, basically. No personal statements allowed unless you're talking about your game stats. After Bosa's on-field display, rumors swirled that he could face more than just a fine. Could a suspension be in the cards? But the NFL's decision came a bit late, with the fine being handed out well after the results of the presidential election. So, was this a fine, or just a minor speed bump for the star defensive end? Whatever the case, Bosa's not too concerned. With 4.5 sacks, 28 tackles, and an interception in just 8 games this season, Bosa is having a solid year. And a little fine isn't going to slow him down. And let's be real, $11.255 is probably just pocket change to the guy who signed a 5-year, $170 million contract extension last season. So, the takeaway? Nick Bosa isn't afraid to speak his mind, even if it costs him a few bucks. As for the NFL, they've made their point, but it's clear that Bosa's not backing down anytime soon.